Hello everybody and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, the Uncomfortable Friends Edition. When we left off last time, we had a little bit of everything going on. Make sure we're not using too much of that. To start out this episode, I do want to do two things. I want to bring Mr. Pip. I want to relocate to here with a high priority. And I also want to drop all of those arbor tree seeds, or bonbon seeds, so they can get wild planted. And then from there, we will be able to put some glass tiles over the top and let them get the natural sunlight. Pipe everything, put some seals in there, you know, all the good stuff.
The second thing that I want to do, I would like to cancel all of this.
And I want to focus on just going straight down. Go with igneous rock. And that is what I want them to focus on right this given second. And then just a little tiling down, because we do still have a lot of carbon dioxide, a lot of hot air in here that should not be in here. We got chlorine gas, we got all sorts of fun stuff going on. And it's just you overheating, so we are fine. And then I also want to check our pip is up here. So we are doing good. Oh, you are too cold up here. He planted something. It's bonbon tree. And then once those are planted, we should be good to start doing some fun. And what I'll do is dig out probably like this. This way, all of the ethanol made by the pip seals will drop straight down into the loving area that we are going to be placing some liquid pumps.
Yeah, liquid pumps.
Just to kind of help alleviate some of our gas issues. But it does look like our hydrogen generators are doing pretty decent right now, kind of helping alleviate some of the extra power issues. I was recommended to potentially start a second little SPOM, whether it be a full size or a mini, just to get the extra hydrogen more than anything. The oxygen we can pump into space, or honestly, we can keep filling up because we got plenty of space over here. Let's see, our pressure over here is actually pretty high. So let's look at this. Alright, we're gonna do some stuff. We already have a setup right here, so we might as well dig like that. So that is 14. So we will build a second. I don't want it right here. We'll stick it over on this side of the base with everything else. So we're gonna do a mini, I think. I just don't know where the best spot to put it's gonna end up going. Because we could essentially pump the hydrogen in this way as well and just cut this loop. In which case, just build it here. What melted? I don't know. So we're at 109. So we do need to get a little higher down here so we can unlock our buddy. Let's go ahead and just sweep all of this stuff. Oh, and we have slime now. We will throw a storage bin or two right there. We'll throw the slime in there. Why do we have water right here? Huh. Let's build our SPOM right here. We have access to water, so we're good. We're gonna build it right in here. So let me get this thing all sketched out, and I will be back with you here in a second. Okay, everybody, I think I have it roughly mocked up. I have a few things that we're gonna have to change. Add in a second gas reservoir just for these guys, but they should definitely help cut back on some of the power consumption. Some things are a little weirdly placed because of the heavy watt wire. But go ahead and let it play out. See what kind of stuff we can get into. I'll let you guys enjoy this little time lapse of the build.
Later.
Okay, everybody, we have pretty much everything done now. Just need to vacuum it out and sweep it out. And we'll up our sweep priority to a 9 just to get everything out of there quicker. Do not want anything in here. No melty. And 2 more things in there. And then nobody in or out. Now we just need to get a vacuum in here going. And we will go below 450 and below 450. And just let these things pump as much as they possibly can at the moment. Once we have a vacuum, we will pop on the electrolyzers and get everything going. I do need to... Actually, I think I already hooked up. Yes, I already hooked up to there. So I'll just have to hook into here. Just briefly. We are almost there. We are at milligrams and grams of polluted oxygen, apparently. So we did have a little issue up here where some of our spots, decided they wanted to fall through. Okay, so we are going to have to place these guys in here, kind of like we did before. And we'll just stick a regular tile in these spots. And that should hopefully do it. We will have to deconstruct here and here just so we can deconstruct later. Let's see, I want you... Bonbon seeds. Now this should ideally work because they only got 1 tree planted before. Lots of deliveries, lots of building. Let's check on the progress of our vacuuming. There we go. We are just about there. Come on, last little push. I like watching it change over to a vacuum. Okay, everybody, sorry about that. The game decided it was going to crash there. Apparently it didn't like me watching the vacuuming process. So we're going to do it again. Lots of fun things. Let's take a look here. I'm not going to tweak anyone that has a bunch of skills, definitely. Luigi, get your improved carrying up. I know I just said I wasn't. Narciso, you're stuck. You're not going anywhere. Senjin, let's get you going towards mechatronics engineer because we do need another one soon. We only have 2. Okay, that's enough. We got water. Okay, and let's see. We're down to micrograms. Let's just see if it didn't like the vacuuming process. Come on, we're right there. This last little bit is always the longest. 4 micrograms of polluted oxygen, about 11 of oxygen. Oh, did we hit vacuum? We hit vacuum. Okay, so now we're going to go above and above, but I want this like wicked high. Here we go. And we will now take a look at our piping. Hook that back in. And our electrolyzer should start kicking in. I'll also take a look at our ventilation and we will disconnect that. And rehook that for our oxygen. And also hook that in right there. We're going to get 1 wee bit. Nice, so we got our hydrogen gas coming in. And everything should equalize pretty quickly. So we'll change you to 450 and you to 450. And this will also supply our Atmos suits up here. So if we take a look like that, there we go. And you above 250. And that should be supplying some delicious hydrogen. Oh, a few little splotches of oxygen, but that'll equalize pretty quickly. So we now have a second SPOM built. And this will supply enough hydrogen for the base, hopefully for the foreseeable future. I may add a few more hydrogen generators up there, and I might stick them on their own battery as well. Or I could just boop. And we'll see if we can solely run on the hydrogen for right now. Our little group down here is doing great. And we're just going to keep on doing what we've been doing. I keep getting told there are wonderful things down here. And I'm actually very happy to see some extra pips because I thought I killed our only one. And then we need to deconstruct and deconstruct. I think this is how I did it last time. I'm trying to remember 100%, but it's eluding me. Okay, and that does work. So we'll get rid of you and you. And you guys. I'm also going to go ahead and just do it here as well. So let's see. Just cancel that one. And a manual airlock goes right there. And it'll be the same exact style of what we just did. And drop that guy so they can get in there. And we are going to use a fun new character. Once we get this all the way up and running. Plop that there. And this is going to look a little bizarre, but it's going to be the way it looks. So get used to it. Let's see, where is he? Where you at, buddy? Utility? Sweepy. I'm going to stick Sweepy in there. Okay, everything's going good still. Let them finish that up. Come back down here. Oxygen is looking good and good. We are going to run into issues with overpressurization down here. You know, let's pop one of these in just because. Why not? And we'll stick a gas pump right there. And just some conductive wire coming off there. And now it'll just fill up because why not? Random levels of progression for fun. But yes, our hydrogen is doing amazing right there now. Our oxygen is still getting massively cooled. Plenty of ice in there still. Oh, I never even hooked you up to anything. Look at me. So I don't think that'll work. So we'll just hook it in like so. Just waiting on those last two little bits. And then he will pick up everything. Hopefully this will work out, because I don't... Let's see. It's running, it's running. Yeah, we're actually doing good. We don't need the ethanol there at the moment. Let's see. Ethanol drop off right there. I am also going to stick a second set of liquid tanks right here. And we're just going to drop in our ethanol so it's at a convenient location. That may not work. We stick a bottle drainer. A liquid reservoir. Just a liquid vent. And that should give them a spot to put the ethanol from Sweepy. There we go, just waiting on door. We'll dig that out just so they can get to the next part. Okay, so now they should be able to dig this block out, get that block, and build that. Ooh. A cycle flop. There we go. And then we can stick a regular tile back underneath. And we're not taking any more dupes. Let's take some squash fries. You don't want squash fries, do you? No, you do not. Okay, and we're doing good, doing good. We should get an overabundance of the oxalite here because this is not having to pump anymore. Fortunately, we're also going to run into issues there. And I want your capacity to max. And then just every now and then we give it a little flip-flop and it pops out a canister, which should kind of assist with this. It's not going to be able to keep up, especially if I forget, but I'm going to try not to forget. Oh, where did the polluted water come from? Okay. You're just going to send a green signal if you're above 9999999. And that little bit of water in there is good because we get the glass. I also need to count. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Let's find a fully matured one. 1, 2, 3. So 4 or maybe even 5 up. We'll start throwing glass. I do want to get that prioritized right there. Get all of that mopped up. The only thing I can think of is there's a little bit of polluted water in there. Why is there so much polluted water in there? And is it worth throwing? It is. It's worth throwing in a water filter. So if I stick you like so, I gotta remember how this one. Wait, I have one right here I can actually look at. Okay, so yellow is what is filtered out. So all I want is water. And let's see, plumbing, liquid. Pop that in there. We'll get rid of you, and you, and you. And we'll actually take you out this way. And then we can run you like that with a bridge going like that. And there's water down here now. Okay, and we'll see if we can make this work a little nicer. But the electrolyzer should be paused here in a second. Once we get everything mopped up, swept up, and good to go again, we'll be good to go again. How can we finagle this one? Probably the same exact way. So you're gonna go above the same way. Get people in and out there. And full mop. There must have been like a little patch of nastiness. So we'll stick you there. We'll take you down and in, and we'll get rid of you. And then this one, honestly, just run to right here. And we'll put in a liquid vent right there. Lots of moppy mop. But this is the type of stuff that I think we're expected to expect. As much as we don't like it, we expect to expect it. And then power, conductive wire. Just plug straight into there. Then we'll up that so they can repair everything in there as well. And you guys, hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Okay, so lock it and copy it and paste it. And now we will throw some power into here as well. That should allow water and electrolyzers to work and everything to start functioning again. And let's see. Good water is going in and we are back. Oxygen is going to be going back up here in a second. It will take a legit second. These are all important thingies. I need them done. Water. Why are you unreachable. Power. Okay, we're probably gonna have to hook back up in here. Just briefly. And that's gonna take a second. Alright, these are gonna get a little bit of issues. Okay, we should be good now. We're gonna splice there just to keep the water from going through anymore, just momentarily. All right, now we are going to lock that all up, pop you back to the tooth fitting. You're at 4, you're at 4, and now we will hook this back in. Ooh, so many crises, and it's all over little silly stuff that I should have thought about but did not, or things just going improperly in the wrong direction, or little plops of polluted water. Gotta love that part of it. So our battery bank up here is doing decent. It's charging back up again. It did take a hit when we lost everything. Just gonna mop all that junk. Feel like I should put stuff somewhere just to kind of ease. Oh, let's go take a look up here. Did they finish? And now deconstruct that. We should be about there. I kind of wonder if I get an automated dock or get a sweeper, if he will take it from Sweepy. Alright, so let's deconstruct that, and then we'll stick in a that thing. Okay, let's stick in an auto sweeper right there. We'll need a loader, and then we can do a chute with a rail. That'll fall right down into here, which is just out of range of what we need, but it's at least down here, so that's a good thing. And then they're gonna need power. Luckily we have power. Nice, so let's go ahead and get rid of you, and you. Need to stick a tile back there, and I want you for ethanol. And then later on, I don't know if I can stick a pipe directly into... I cannot stick pipe directly into Sweepy, but he'll do a good job keeping everything kind of cleaned up. Just need to find a good way to empty. He's got all sorts of stuff in there. Nice, they got that. I'm gonna leave that there until we get all of the bonbon trees planted. I was looking, I thought I had glass tiles. There we go. I see you are running. You're running when you can. But you do have a little buildup in there, filling back up in there again, and our batteries are still charging, so it's definitely gonna take some time to equalize. Yeah, we're just kinda doing now. Hooking this guy back up, we should be getting some rad bolts rather quickly, and getting our materials study terminal back up and running. And I am kind of thinking, if we throw a sweepy right here with a conveyor loader. Oh, that's gonna be a thing. I don't want you grabbing from it. Stick it right there. Drop a chute and some rails. So anything that does get dropped down this way will pretty much go straight into our little pit. I'm not expecting a lot up here, but it's a little bit quicker, especially if this works. Okay, so now I need to get our pips. Relocate to here. And you relocate to here. We're going to do those at 9s. And we'll release the bonbon seeds. Got 85 in there, so they should be able to do it no problem. And then as soon... I don't know what building melted. Did I have like all ice sculpture in there? Maybe. But our sleet wheat's actually doing really good there. It's doing decent here. Our phlox phloxes are doing good, getting groomed. I believe, yeah, we've been getting a pretty steady amount of wood from them. Let's see, scales are 81, so it's been going. And we have a decent amount of reed fibers in there, which is always good. And while I'm thinking about it, let's see if anyone's allowed to leave yet. No, 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 no. American government, Maestro. Believe you're both already free to go, yes. You other guys are just not liking it. We're gonna relocate you into here. Alright, he's already planted another bonbon, so we're doing good. Doing good. Oh, and I was doing something else. Bottle drainer here, and a pipe going into there. And we'll make that one the nectar so they can have a place to put those. I want to see you guys plant something. Come on, one of you two is going to do something. Okay, I'm looking away. I think everything else is pretty much getting caught up on now. Just keep going down. I don't know when I start venturing to the sides, but I hope that's not... Woo, lots of room. Did you guys do anything? Did you guys do anything? I would like to see you guys do something. Come on, you guys got this. When one of you two wants to plant. See, you keep going to it. You want it. You know you do. Look, you're right there. You want it. Yes, yes. Take it. Take it. No. Ugh. Okay, so any notifications I need to see in here? No, our hydrogen is starting to drop again, but I think it's because, yeah, the whole line looks like it's still needing to fill back up. Up here, we're making it. Definitely use a little bit more, but who couldn't use a little more oxygen in their life? You know what? That should empty out his house. Oh, we're actually getting steam. Look at that. We're gonna start getting steam. We're gonna start getting power from it. Just unhook that. Why are you not getting enough power? Because I a dope. Now it should be running full. And then, did I ever? Okay, yeah, that's right into the line. So we should start seeing some nice changes here soon. Alright, we're about all steamed up. It's going up slowly. Very slowly. And there's still oxygen in there. Thought we vacuumed this. That could cause issues. But I do think that's a tomorrow problem. As long as these aren't running full time, I can deal with a little spurt here and there. Do you guys want to plant anything else, please? Alright, let's take you. Relocate you to here. And out of curiosity, if I relocate you and relocate you, because they like immediately drop stuff as soon as they got relocated. And we'll relocate you to the same spot. They still haven't taken any more seeds. I really don't get it. It's like they just kind of do what they want when they want. They're like children. You guys are making leaps and bounds. Let's dig out those two, see if we can get to that pip right there. An abandoned geothermal power plant has been discovered. My scans indicate the facility comprises multiple buildings located throughout the planet with plumbing entrenched so deeply in the terrain that much of it is beyond our reach. Most of the accessible portions look quite functional. Ooh, diamonds. A dupe's best friend. So we do have some fossils. A good bit of pips. We do have the zombie spore kids. Slicksters. We're getting into oil. Lots of oil. Wait. Hold on. For starters, we got new stuff. Mini liquid pump. Mini gas pump. Sun lamp. Aero pot. Let's see. Look. We'll go perfect there. Nice, so continue looking. So, here's our other 2 geovents. Okay, block geovents can be cleared by pumping in liquids that are hot enough to melt lead, which 327.5 degrees. Okay, so I guess I pump in magma, and you are a heat pump. Uses heat from the planet's core to drastically increase the temperature of the liquid input. Materials will be emitted at connected geovents. What comes out depends on the internal temperature of what goes in. Interesting. I think we will start playing with those next episode. But for right now, everything's going pretty okay. Like, I'm not upset. We got lots of little things fixed, a couple big things, and the fact that this thing actually started working, I like it. Oh, the decor has made him feel at home. He scrawled a thank you note on the back of a holiday card. Alright, so now all we have to do is get some fancy food, and I honestly do not know how to make fancy food, so we'll have to start playing with that a little bit. Also, what I was looking at before, we do have these fancy old generators. Petroleum or ethanol into power, natural gas. So, we will take a pause because we are on 320 to change oil refinery. Crude oil into petroleum and natural gas. So, that might be our way to go. And then we also have the reservoir here, which produces crude oil. If we take a look, I think you're the one that goes on there, aren't you? Crude oil? No, you are not. There's a me trying to remember. Oil well. So that pops on there, uses water, and it has to be like vented every now and then, and I believe it makes natural gas. So that would actually be pretty beneficial, but there is a buttload of oil in there. So we could probably do a good bit of pumping to get some more power, and probably make a little oil reservoir somewhere. And I mean reservoir in terms of like storage. I have more diamonds than I do glass. Well, there we go. So we'll see diamond windows next time. We will see what these little geo vent things are and how to operate them. It looks like we have to pump stuff into here maybe. So maybe we pump water. I don't know. We'll have to get close enough to actually inspect it, I think. It looks like there's computers. Got another regular geo vent and then one in here that is blocked. They're all in vacuum, strangely enough. And before we go, blueprints. I like blueprints. It's been a few episodes because I've been forgetting. Pedal wedge. Basic red shoes. Polka dot ceiling lights. And basic slate gloves. But until next time, everyone, stay froggy.